Welcome to all of you into Vedic Astrofy channel. My name Suhas Gautam. I am the host for this live stream, and I am truly grateful that you are joining today. In this live session, we are going to discuss about profound and transformative concepts of Vedic astrology. We are going to go various subjects, and not just from the typical desire you look at, but at the same time, how can you spiritually be connected with with kind of astrology and get the benefit out of it. My request to all of you who are joined and who will join, please do subscribe my channel and also comment your thoughts and your ideas and positive negative both. I'm truly welcome. So today's topic is Atma Karaka. This is a part of a Gemini astrology. And what is Atma Karaka? Atma Karaka is your soul planet. So whether you are completely new to astrology uh, or diving deeper into the spiritual dimensions, what I will tell you that this will bring a lot of clarity as far as your purpose of life, um, direction in the life which you are going through, a deeper connection and your soul journey, overall the journey in this life. So let's start with Atma Karaka. Now this let's start with basics. What is Atma Karaka? So when you create a chart with 1 to 12th houses, and according to the at the time of your birth on the eastern horizon, you get the ascendant, and from there the planets alignment you can actually find it on your chart. So again, to start with, this is Atma Karaka. Atma Karaka is what you can just split it between two. One is Atma and second one is Karaka. So from understanding perspective, Atma is soul and Karaka is your significator. So the soul significator, who has a lot of significance for your this life and for your soul. So in Gemini astrology, generally the highest degree planet in your birth chart, out of seven planets like Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. These are seven planets. So all out of these seven planets, which is the highest degree planet, which will be considered as a Atma Karaka, and it is placed in some of the houses, any of the houses of your chart, and probably that will give the idea what is Atma Karaka. Now, important note here, I have not added the Rahu and Ketu. There are still confusions with few people still follow Rahu and Ketu as a part of, I will say, the planetary system from Parashari. Yes, it is there. But from the Gemini side, Rahu Ketu still the role is very limited. They especially they take they can never be your Atma Karaka, but they will still play a vital role in the entire zodiac systems, especially as they act as a depositor. So they influence your karmic pattern based on the sign of they occupy. So in which house they occupy, their lord, they behave like that lord. That's called as depositor. So your Atma Karaka is essentially the king of your karma. So he is like a boss of this life. You have to accept, deny. Okay, he says he's there with some actions, and you deny it, you face troubles. So it's as simple as it is. So why it has become so important is we can go back to specific to Gemini astrology with the importance of. In Gemini astrology, Atma Karaka is a central building point. It's a foundation of Karakamsha chart. So, which is made by placing Atma Karaka in first house of Navamansha chart. So, example, to explain in a simple language, you have a highest degree planet in the D1 chart, how is placed in the D9 chart, then make it as a first house, and then you create a Karakamsha chart. So you will get a exact idea how you externally looking at Atma Karaka, how this is a placement. If someone says, okay, this is your placement and all, but from the Navamansha, you can actually go with the core foundation where actually find out what exact role of Atma Karaka is there, and his inner level, what kind of um, uh, karmic level changes will make in your life using Navamansha chart. So you can able to get it D9 or Navamansha chart from where you can actually you pull it up. So we will uncover few things, or we will find out a few things out of this Atma Karaka. Is what is your soul's mission? Why you born? What happens is that every soul, once he get the birth, and since he doesn't have any memory, so he took a vow before taking a birth, okay, saying that these are the 2 or 3 things I will finish in this life, or I want to achieve this goal, or these are my desires to complete. But when he enter into the drama of life or birth, after taking the birth, he doesn't remember anything back, any memory, or doesn't know. And then he get into carried away with the life's karmic interest, which the body likes, but probably soul has no effect on that. But still, the body accepts. Okay, these are my achievements. These are my wealth. These are my. You get into the so-called Maya of this life, and then you realize that okay, I'm not part of this thing. And when eventually you leave this life, then you realize okay, I have decided this and not done it. So these Atma Karaka give you the direction, or the give you the signals in every step of life, what you need to follow, where you need to go, how to channelize the energy. And if you miss those, eventually you miss the life chance to make it much better. So this is one of the soul's mission. Then spiritual service or contribution. See, in this life, everyone born for the some kind of service. So whether to service family, service to society, community, he has to be a contributor. He is not just utilizer. So just utilizing the services of the people, it's not going to help. How you contribute to the society is also make difference. That will define your destiny, how you're going to. And your core inner strength and struggle. So it's in certain areas you have to overcome some of the bad habits, achieve some good things, achieve some spiritual practices, achieve some materialistic even success, but not getting attached to that. So these are the struggles you have to live in this life. So this planet doesn't just influence your behavior, but also dictate the entire chart. It's soul's commander in chief. So in this life, Atma Karaka, don't take it as lightly, but what I say is that this in this life, Atma Karaka is going to control your, I will say, every aspects of your life. So whether you want to have a pleasure, or whether you want to have a, whether you will have a pain, it has been defined by Atma Karaka. Please don't forget that. So all goods are coming with all some bads as well. So I want to take some example of so just to give a clarity, so that how it actually affects. And it happened to the one of the celebrity or probably spiritual leader, Osho Rajneesh. His Atma Karaka was Venus, placed in Scorpio in his Navamansha chart. So what happened? Particularly first house. So what happened is that this the Rajneesh Osho actually have a Venus planet as Atma Karaka, highest degree planet of the Atma Karaka. It's like a love, beauty, and relationships. But when actually, if you see Navamansha or D9 chart, it's actually sitting in Scorpio. It shows a deeper sense or deeper transformative role, and Scorpio also adds intensity. So you know that Scorpio is the 8th house, the place of unknowns. So where the Venus has gone and sat, actually he just add the intensity to even beyond just mere love. He converted that entire love as a concept into a sadhana or spiritual thoughts and spiritual way of looking at in the life. He has given that spiritual transformation. So guiding the souls to detach from earthly desires and move towards spiritual goals. So if you look at his overall life, he's contributed so much to the society just utilizing his Atma Karaka. Just utilizing Atma Karaka. I'm not even talking about other chart aspects and all. But just utilizing his Atma Karaka, he can transform just mere love to convert it more towards some deeper goal and some wisdom out of that simple love. So that's something we should look at it. And the placement in first house and highlights. So what highlights is that Osho's sole mission was just to transform love and relationships into spiritual awakening. So people have expectation and desire, even for there is a desire for love. So there is a point where come a tipping point where come people want to move ahead beyond love. So what is love? Love not to your another human being or another your love partner or something like that, but to a God. Surrender to Him, get having the union with God and see that okay your soul move towards that direction. And I think that's the way he has. So Venus didn't just represent the conventional sense, but actually spiritual liberation and through transformative, deep transformative self and relationships. So his teaching for love, freedom, and divine has actually perfect manifestation of his Venus to the Atma Karaka. So that way he utilized his Atma Karaka's traits, strengths, and used for the society to convert into giving them a great contribution to the society. That's where the Atmakara played the role. And that's the reason I feel that he is a very big spiritual human being was there during his time. So connection with the past life. So what I feel there is a absolutely connection with the past life. So the house occupies the area of life where soul still needs to be evolved. So in which house? Suppose he is placed in fourth house. Example, your Atmakara placed in fourth house. So you have not utilized that house enough previously in previous birth, and that is the reason you are in this life. Atmakaraka is in fourth house and he's saying, hey, come here. This is the house you have to put your duty karma. Focus here. And that's way your overall life movement or probably transformation will happen in that house. If someone is having a 10th house, the transformation where he has not probably in the past life not interested or not looked after his career so seriously, or he has not done his karma seriously. So in this life, Atmakaraka says, yes, focus here. This is the time you have to put your karma in a right direction, right path, and take it to the next step. And use that. That's the I will say the rules have been given it to be had given in your soul even before your birth. So just imagine these are the things you need to focus. So half the time people are like focusing, oh, what is my career, what is my relationships, how is my health, will I have kids? Yes, those are things are there, I am not denying, but don't forget your Atmakaraka. He is the one who is looking at you every now and then. He's saying you are doing my job or not. So that's where it is, and that's the area where you evolve. And the sign reveals the style and flavor of this karmic lesson. So, example I told you about fourth house, Atmakaraka is probably sitting in Cancer sign, sign. What happens is that your duty to your mother, your duty to your family, your duty as a nourisher, you are nourish people, the people, family member, you need to nourish them properly. That's what the role is there. How much you grow in your life outside of this home, it doesn't matter. It will happen. This is life's prarabdha, you will complete it. But what is Atmakaraka's role? He's saying focus your family, give them total nourishment, be them, help them, support them. That's the flavor he is adding. So Atmakara is your guru, angel, whatever you can call him. But he teaches you through the challenges, the experiences and transformation. So that is the reason I feel that person who born and the person who is nearing towards death, there is a transformation happening in his life. And I think realization, so-called realization, actualization, all kind of understanding happens only at the latter part of the life, because people first want to explore and then realize, okay, this was not my goal. My goal was my Atma Karaka goal, and that is where they were missing. Okay, now there are few things. Few people have questions also. Hey, my Atma Karaka is retrograde. Or what about combust? He is with sun. So there are again the traits are changing. Don't take as a bad, but this is something, some changes are happening. So when it happens to retrograde, the karmic lessons are more and more intense. That means people feel that I have a big punishment has been given. No, it's not punishment, but it's a repeating pattern. So probably in last pattern, you are given that and you are not finished it. So again you are come back and again trying to finish it. So it's a second chance. Probably you are doing the same deja vu moment. Probably you are done the same thing and again you are doing the same thing. So it's important to relearn. What is retrograde? Retrograde is again reverse. It's return. So retro means again looking back. Back is what? What is you are done in the past? Are you done right or wrong? Are you missing something? Are you really given serious thoughts about AK's importance? No. Then it is a problem. Go back, again look at the AK's responsibility and get back into that and try and finish it up. So it feels like soul is repeating pattern, relearning the old truths. Okay, so again you are knowing something which you probably, as I told you, soul doesn't have that memory, but soul have that subconscious level understanding. Okay, I've gone through this. I think I'm feeling a deja vu here. I'm again doing the same thing. Why I'm easily understanding this topic without even studying much. So this is what the retrograde planets is doing. So you have much more responsibility. This is your second attempt of the exam. First attempt you must have failed. That's the reason you are again here. So please, retrograde planet people, focus. Okay. And what about combust? Combust is, why combust? Combust is where the planet is coming very close to sun, in between 7 degree, 8 degree, or probably 3 degree, 5 degree, very close to sun. What happens? Atma Karaka get combust is mean hiding behind the sun. Hiding behind the sun is means what happens is that the planet get confused. What are my characters? Are my characters of my own planet? Example, you have Venus as a Atma Karaka and very close to sun. What does it mean? Venus is a pleasure, life, and relationships and all. Whereas sun is a self-centered. You want to look at his soul, his ego, his intense fight, or very he is looking at his own self. Am I sun kind of behavior or I'm kind of Venus kind of behavior? So that confusion will remain with them, and that will make you little bit like directionless. Are you doing right thing? Every time you have a questions about self, stuck in identity crisis. So that happens. But these are the powerful inner, it's a powerful invitation for inner growth. So I think you, those retro or combust people, folks, you need to really realize your pattern, how it actually going. Are you doing in the right direction? What are the things you need to finish in this life? Are you in the right energy, first of all? Or you might be following just sun's energy as far as combust is concerned. So those things, but generally it comes with a profound soul maturity. The soul has gone through evolving multiple such lives in past. So he has some kind of inner strength also to grab your points out of this ocean and probably out of this all mess and find out your own energy properly, and eventually you will get it. So eventually at later part of the life you probably may take little more time to understanding your life path, but eventually you will attain. So not to worry about it. So how to utilize AK in your favor? So there are ways. Honor the qualities. Once you know he's your boss, there is no point going back and trying to become. You have a Saturn as a AK and you're trying to behave like a Venus. I want to be like enjoy the life and all. No, understand what is planet, and eventually you have to accept him as a boss. Accepting is the first thing to move towards in a right direction. Value harmony, connections, and study your Karkamsha chart. I think that's critical for spiritual insight. So if someone who is really want to understand how is my spiritual path is going to be, this chart can really help you and align your choices in life very connecting with AK's house and sign for true inner fulfillment. That is where everyone is looking for. Why people say I am not happy, I am not having a peace, or I am very uncomfortable, I am restless in my life, because they don't know their what is AK's role is there, and they are just Atma karaka, they're just forgetting and doing something else. And that is where the you have to find out what is the soul of purpose, or soul purpose, or purpose of life, or soul purpose is basically finding out the inner peace. And I think everyone missing there, just hitting the wrong targets and trying to find out how I'm not getting that. So that's what I need to do it. So it just you have to be conscious and evolving. So very critical, you need to be very alert what you are doing, what is your plan, and that actually let's do some do's and don'ts of the Atma karaka. Now just to explain you about do's, means how to build a great harmony with Atma karaka, is meditate on AK's planet or planet qualities. So those kind of example, you have Jupiter as a Atma karaka. Probably you can have meditation on Thursdays. Do some Thursday, read some holy books. That is where your Atma karaka's hunger is your fulfilling. If you have a Saturn, help others, do service, maximum service do. That's where you feel good. If you have Venus, giving love, affection, balancing relationships, you can, that way you can do it. Also doesn't mean that Jupiter is there and you cannot serve others. You have to serve others. That's way it reflects the energy. And read text, mantras, stories related to planet deities. Example, like you have moon as Atma karaka and you want to do Shiva to just get the feeling of moon, how to be get my moon's hunger to get using this spiritual text. Don'ts, I think this is more critical. Don't suppress or resist the energy of your Atma karaka, because it will persist. If you don't do it, again you have to come. I told you about deja vu pattern, so again you have to go back with the same story. Why? Let's not. Let's channelize energy and make life comfortable. Don't ignore its challenges. So if you are facing challenges, that means you are not on the track of Atma karaka. You are doing something else. So please carry that. This is the greatest lesson. So people come with so many questions and difficulties. I have this problem, that problem. Please look at your Atma karaka. Are you aligning with that? That's what you need to look at it. Avoid trying to skip the soul work. Again the same. You don't forget. Okay, everyone like kind of become. I will do all the spiritual practices when I will become old. Why old? Why first you just want to enjoy life, enjoy the life, but also do some of the responsibilities of soul's desire, soul's purpose in this life. If these two things really align, I think rest problems automatically diminish. There is no shortcut. Okay, there is no shortcut. You have to finish the task which has been given to you. I will go with the very specific characteristics of Atma karaka. I will request each one of you who are watching this video, please in the comment section give your date of birth and also place of birth. I will text you, or I will respond to your comment with your Atma karaka, and I will also explain you what are the things you need to focus. Do that. I will look forward. I will first at least few comments I will respond back. Ensure you respond. Okay. So sun. So learning about ego, identity, and righteous leadership. So in that soul, it is expected lead the truth and integrity. Lead with truth and integrity. Okay, that's the quality of the sun. Moon, lesson in empathy, emotional strength, nurturing, and build emotional maturity. That is specific for Moon. Mars, you must master willpower, assertiveness, and the right use of force. Be the disciplined warrior. So, energy is required. This energy you need to be channelized properly. So, Mercury, your soul needs mastery in communication, logic, and adaptability. Use your voice to teach or serve. Jupiter, the Guru path, learning, teaching, and guiding others through wisdom and faith. Venus, the soul is learning about love, beauty, and relationship, and also the art of letting go. Uplift others through connections. And last but not the least is Saturn, deep karmic responsibility. The path involves hard work, humanity, service, and ultimately the great mastery, whatever you are learning in life. That's what the Saturn is all about. So I think you fairly got the idea what is happening as far as the Atma Karaka and what is the significance of coming. Last point, I just before that I just want to add what are the typical remedies for the Atma Karaka. See, there is no remedy for Atma Karaka. It is just to giving the an additional support to think that you are following the Atma Karaka or not. Basically, you are utilizing the direction Atma Karaka is giving. We just follow and come on the track of Atma Karaka. Chant mantras of Atma Karaka. Example for Saturn, you can do Om Namah Shivaya. Example that. Fast on that specific day on which the Atma Karaka is. Example, Mercury is there, Wednesdays are there, Venus is there, Fridays are there, Saturn is or Saturdays are there, Sun is for Sunday. So that way you can plan and surround yourself with all the spiritual company and do seva, selfless service, which is absolutely aligned with your Atma Karaka's energy. Selfless service is the first thing without any expectation helping others. That is the simple answer. So what is the journey of Atma Karaka? The journey of soul remembering who it truly is through joy, through struggle, through growth, through pain, and also through awareness. I hope this session is helped you to understand the sacred role of soul planet. I'd like to help analyzing your own chart and want a I want you to leave a comment or like my channel as well as my video, and also let me know what is your thoughts about it. If you enjoyed this session, please do subscribe Vedic Astro 5 and hit like and share, and also forward this link to others, your friends and relatives, so that they can also understand their life's goal. I think this video don't take as any kind of medical insight, but I think most important, everyone need to align with their Atma Karaka in today's the Kali Yuga, or the kind of Yuga we are going through, the kind of challenges we are going through. It is very, very critical. We need to be aligned with this. So until next time, stay aligned with your soul. Thank you.